suddenly if you give the mic in the hand, I welcome all of you, please. On the behalf of Dr. Aruna Vatkan, Dr. Vedashri, I welcome you all to this summit. And let us make it a grand celebration. And we are into the future generation now, so let's take care of future generation. Wishing you all the best. Ma'am, a few words.
All right. Madam Sunita Khanapuri, she did not speak about women empowerment, all right? I believe because of women only we have this world. Yes? Correct. So, we are the leaders in the world and women empowerment is always there. We have to keep on empowering ourselves every now and then. And to tell you frankly, I think so that we are at the top of the world. Future of education in India will be according to our national education policy, definitely. And women empowerment there, I think so men and women are equal. So we have to ensure that we are there in the education, both together. Yeah, thank you.
Can I have some of the men to talk a few words? Okay, yes, ma'am, please, you wanted to say something.
Introduce yourself. Yes, I am Charumati Desai, very much part of this beautiful institution, Hets. All right. As far as future education of future is concerned, it's going to be blended, it's going to be hybrid, and NEP is going to lead us. And they've already given us the format which the schools are going to follow. Technology is very much in. We cannot forget the technology, which pandemic has reminded. Yes, we cannot forget the technology. We have to take the technology. Technology is going to lead us in every subject. So, and we need to change. We need to relearn the teaching methodologies, which definitely is going to benefit the future generation of India. Thank you so much.
Any of the men would like to say something? Distinguished gentlemen, yes?
This is Santosh, Principal of Vignani Techno School from Ballari. And future of education in India, it follows the national education policy, and we are all here to share the knowledge and how to implement the NEP, and we should teach the students for future generation as the best citizens of our world. Thank you.
Would anyone like to talk about the latest style of education, that is hybrid, online education? What is the future? Are we going to take it online, or is it also going to be offline? And what are the repercussions? What are the highs and lows, the advantages and disadvantages? Can anyone talk about that? Online hybrid education, whether it's, a bane or a boon, or it's going to be like our future? Is it going to be our future, or we still need to lead to offline?
Yeah, good morning to everyone. I'm Sangeeta Kulkarni. Basically, I am a primary academic coordinator in Euro School North Campus, Yelahanka. Yeah, that's a good question, actually, offline or online. But I think our school has really been successful in online because children have not missed even single competitions or events or assessments. They have not missed at all. And we just had, yesterday we had a student-led conference where parents were very happy, very, very happy with whatever the online classes were going on. But advantages, yes, they have learned technology. The children have learned where they're supposed to learn in future. So they have learned well in advance as far as technology is concerned. The difference, I should say, disadvantage is, yes, they cannot interact with people, where that is the most important part. Why do they come to school? Is they interact so that, even in future they need to, even if they go abroad or they go to any, country, I'm sure they will go. So I feel that they need to interact with people, right? So that was not happening where it happens in physical school. So that's what I said, the major advantage and disadvantage of online, offline. Going towards like what you're saying, the future, I feel it has to be, hybrid is difficult. It's very difficult, right? Because we as a teacher always feel that the children are supposed to be with the teacher for 6 hours, right? That's how they learn. But at home, I don't think so. No, the 100% results will be out because we'll be just judging them. But exactly the 100% result, the output will not come. So just for the formality, we will be teaching them. That's what I feel. So there are advantages, disadvantages that we need to look into. But I feel that physical school is better than offline. Online, I mean. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am. That was a very, very valid point actually put across. I mean, I'm also come from the events background and we've gone totally digital also. So there is some kind of, interactive, there is a block between having an interactive session with the audience and with the speaker. So I want to say about the future of teaching, the teaching profession. I mean, how is it going for you all? I'm sure there are a lot of challenges down the line. So can anyone talk about the teaching profession being hybrid? I mean, how is it really going to go forward in the teaching profession? And I know a lot of you all are passionate about it, about the teaching profession. The challenges. Exactly, yes, I understand that. But I want to hear it from your end, between the technology and teacher, what's going to be the future ahead? How is it going to go forward from here?
Yeah. So, good morning, everybody. My name is Vaishnavi, and I am principal of Royal Concord International School, ICSE branch. According to me, in the year 2020, when pandemic hit us, the teachers started learning a lot. A major transformation happened, and students used to come to the school. Now, school started going to the students' house. That's what the major thing happened. So, everybody, the parents and everybody who started witnessing the classes and started telling this is okay, this is good, and they started what was happening within the four walls. So they started witnessing every class is being reviewed by most of the parents, grandparents and all. So they became more conscious. They learnt a lot, teachers, and a long way to go to the teachers, because those who have never had the technology background, so they learnt a lot, and different platforms they started using, and they learnt how to reach, and when what is your voice modulation. Talking to physical class and talking to a camera, it is a major difference. So where to stop, how to proceed with the things and all. It was a major transformation that happened. Now I think they know what it is. Moving forward, I think it will be a blend of both the things, physical as well as the virtual classes. So the schools management also have taken a lot of initiative to make the teachers like 21st century. They have taken up this some workshops and other things where teachers are now well equipped, I think, in most of the institutions. So they will do a better job. So thank you.
Well said, Vaishnavi ma. I'll add to it that we teachers have learned to accept criticism, positive criticism, and we are blending with the criticism, and parents pass comments on teachers on camera. So what happens is on the face, we are able to accept the criticism now. We have learned that. Thank you.
Ma'am would like to say something.
Well, as someone rightly said, that technology will not replace teachers. I agree with it. But at the same time, teachers cannot replace technology. It's the same thing. Just like we have two sides of coins, the same way, teachers cannot replace technology, because technology is future. This future generation, we have to introduce technology in every subject, in every aspect of life. So we need to take care. This generation, we have to introduce them to the latest apps, the latest software. Like, we cannot follow the same chalk and the board method. We cannot just directly teach from the books. We need to take help of the technology. Why? Why? Because it makes the teaching little bit more interesting, because this generation will feel bored if you just teach from the book, as we used to do it from past 20 years. So we need to take help of the book, the old methodology, along with the new apps and the software, so that it's a right blend, and it is left to the teacher's discretion that how she balances and how she integrates every activity she has to think it has to be blended in a right, way. Bit of technology and bit of the old method and bit of love, with lots of love and, which every lady teacher gives a child. So it is definitely important. Technology is definitely needed. And of course, the love and affection and care of the teacher is definitely needed.
Well said, well said. Well said, ma'am, well said. Another thing, yes, of course, of course. I will come to the next point, but yes, let's finish this point now.
I have, myself is Aisha, and I'm the headmistress of state board schools. My small interruption to ma'am, I did not get her name. Ma'am, your name, please? Charu ma'am, yeah. CBSE and ICSE have been doing a wonderful job with technology, but when it comes to state board and the other many remote countries, is country providing that much of technical benefits for the child and for the teachers? Are we prepared? Are we prepared technological? How many children were left and drop out of school? It was just because of this technology. Is our country providing all the technical benefits? Then if is NEP 2020 going to be introduced, how strong are we in this technology? Right, ma'am? CBSE and ICSE did not suffer a lot, but I could see my strength was 1,000 and we have come down to 450. And because children come from remote areas, parents are working in garments, they shifted their residence to native, no technology, no computers, no internet. Apart from this, even the teachers, we ourselves don't have that sort of a gadget, right? So my only concern will be is if we all, educationists, principals, heads, the managements, all be in a voice and question the government, question the minister, why don't they give us a platform to prepare ourselves for this NEP 2020 before implementing it?
When you said gadget, what gadget do you mean?
Gadgets, all electronic gadgets. Ma'am, whatever are you
No, the gadget, the simple. Do you have access to laptop or computers?
I only had in my school. It's the only person who has.
That's all. That's enough. That's enough.
That's what I am trying to tell you. How many teachers have these resources?
Yeah. Yeah, even if one teacher has in a class or a subject teacher, and mobile. If every teacher has a mobile, that's enough.
Teachers have mobile. What about the parents and the students?
No, I'm talking about the teaching. I'm talking about the teaching. I'm not talking.
A lot of teaching and learning happens. There is a lot of technical.
Yeah, there might be. See, yeah.
They are not very strong having a technical support.
Yeah, I agree. But even if you have mobile, even if you have just one laptop, one computer, in a school, and one screen, that's also enough to start off with. But yes, training. Yeah, but yes, the training should be imparted. Yeah, the teachers need to join the various training sessions which the government has organized free, and there are various workshops which are happening. You need to know, okay, where is it happening, what's happening, and relearn everything. That's what every teacher has done it. Unlearn the old methods, and they're all free. Let me tell you, I'm talking about the apps. It's all free. I've been training. I've trained around 1,000 teachers online and almost in languages for language teachers. forget about the history and all. They are wonderful apps which are free, and I always aim for free teachers. No, right now I'm talking about students don't need it. I'm talking about the teaching aspect. That I will talk to you in detail, my dear. Thank you.
Yes, there is, I think we all have a fine lining, right, between what we need for the future and what we do not need. And I think, yeah, we have an interactive session. And I think we can all also talk to our panelists over here. And I think we can also approach, when you said the government, right, you can approach Dr. C. N. Ashwath Narayan, who's been one of our chief guests. He also was the education minister. So you can actually have an interactive session with him. I'm sure he'll be approachable to each one of you and lend a good ear to you all. And I also welcome our distinguished guest of honors right here. So are you looking forward to the wonderful summit here, ma'am? Right, so yes, can you please say a few words and what are you looking forward to?
Good morning, good afternoon, all the dignitaries who have gathered here. Thank you very much for inviting me. Especially, I would like to say, convey my thanks to Dr. Aruna ma'am who invited me. So all the way I came from Hyderabad. I'm Dr. Caroline, working as a professor in an engineering college. I'll be dealing two subjects, English and environmental science. And also I'm a soft skills trainer for engineering, especially I look at the campus placements. And I'm a counseling psychologist. I will be counseling. I will be taking up the career guidance of the students. And also I take up the family issues. Wherever there is any problem or conflicts, I will be there. So today, this summit is a great summit where we are concentrating on the education, especially wherever we are concentrating on the education as well as the transformational of the leaders. Students, the youth should be great leaders because they are the future citizens of India. These students has to be develop their knowledge. So who will do that or impart the knowledge, especially teachers. So I feel that teachers and students has to enhance their knowledge. First of all, teachers has to upgrade their knowledge, update their knowledge, then only they can bring a great transformation in the student's life. I feel that as an engineering professor, I always look at the transformation of the students with my knowledge. So I need to update, I need to upgrade my knowledge, then only I can impart the best technical skills and technology to my students. So this is a great platform, I feel. Global Transformation Leadership Summit 2022. So I'm looking ahead. I would like to talk more on the platform. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we will be listening to you, ma'am, in a short while, as you are one of our distinguished speakers for today. And we also have another distinguished speaker in our midst today, Dr. Rajaram. I'm sure we're going to hear from him later. But what are you looking forward to this prestigious summit?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the wonderful words that you have spoken about me. Really, the first thing I felt very happy about your presence, the way you are inviting us and the way you are speaking and addressing all the guests, it makes my day. And I feel very happy and privileged, honored to be here after seeing all our distinguished guests. Really, it's going to be a global transformational summit because I can say already the world has changed. With the advent of COVID-19 pandemic, the scenario, the education, especially the education scenario entirely changed. So today I want to see what are the consequences that we are able to see in near future in the education system. That's very important. And of course, we are going to address about that. Apart from that, we want to learn from you because when so many educated minds come onto one platform under the guidance of our esteemed Dr. Aruna Vadkar ma'am, because we love her so much as a leader. Because whenever I quote, I say one example to people in our meetings because we conducted so many meetings online, Zoom. The best example for a leader, the best example for leadership, the best example for administration, that's none other than our Dr. Aruna Vadkar ma'am. Because she inspired us a lot. Because we are inspiring the world. We convinced 50 leaders, almost 50 global leaders, presidents, prime ministers. But she convinced us with her true leadership. Because so whenever we speak, the saturation point, The very personification of leadership is none other than Dr. Aruna Wadkar ma'am. The moment she invited us, we felt very happy to be here, and we are going to witness a lot today that happens. Thank you so much for inviting us. We'll discuss later.
Yeah, we shall have a discussion with you later on, sir, when you come and speak on stage. One last challenging question. I know, board exams or any exams, right, for that matter, even professional exams, tests, etc. Can it go online? Okay, yes or no? It's up to y'all to, you'll give your views. Please give your views. Can I have anyone's views, please? Some say yes and some say no. So I'll go with the yeses first.
Yes, we can go online.
What are the repercussions now? What are we going to face?
We need to train the students.
Okay. And what about the teachers and the invigilators?
It is all automated, not to worry.
Okay, ma'am's positive about it, yes, but some are not for it, yes. So can we have, okay, ma'am didn't say anything, so yes.
I'm not for it. Like, offline will be far better. Online, like what ma'am was telling, in some parts, some rural areas, yes, everyone has a mobile, that is a different issue. But then the technology, what we are seeking is not reachable to every nook and corner. First thing is that. Second thing is, online exams, not at this moment. Maybe we also need a time to change over, for the changeover. So I think we can think of that in the future, maybe another 2-3 years, but not right away. Because we have seen the result of last year's exam, board exams, and the present children, where are they now? Now after the exams, last 2 years, the results, now they are in PUC and I am facing the heat of that. So I seriously say no for that. Thank you.
Yes, please.
I think offline, physical school is much better for assessments, because what I feel is, as far as they make board exam also online, I think then we can have online. Because if they have to write physically, then we need to train them, both. If it is online, we need to train them. So board exam, as far as they're making it online, both 10th and 12th, probably we can take on. I say 50%. I don't say no, but we can, there should be platform, because as ma'am said, not everyone, each child or everyone will have access for online. And I've seen they're not serious. When it is online, yes, they're not serious, and MCQ questions can be given, but not subjective. They cannot. So that's my view. Thank you.
Okay, I think we are done with our interactive sessions. Thank you all for giving your views. We shall start the proceedings in a few minutes. Just kindly bear with us. We shall start probably in another 5 or 10 minutes. And we are welcoming our distinguished guests and welcoming them. So we shall start the proceedings when we can. Thank you. I think you got to give these two ladies a round of applause, Dr. Aruna and Dr. Veda. I think they put all this in a span of 48 hours, this summit in the span of 48 or 72 hours. I'll give you all credit for 72 hours. Yes, thank you.
Good morning and good afternoon to everybody. And we sincerely apologize for the delay, as our chief guest, Dr. D.C. Ashwath Narayan, Minister, IT and BT Minister, and the DDPI are, due to some of their busy schedule, has been delayed. But however, we will be going ahead and starting up now. They might walk in any time, so we will not wait more, because we have already taken much of your time, and apologize for the same. So we will start with a universal song, with Kannada folk song, and Aradhya will be presenting it. We're just starting with that, and then we'll go ahead with the remaining part of the function. We'll proceed further. Thank you.
ಲೋಕದ ಡೊಂಕ ಲೋಕದ ನೀವೇಕೆ ತಿದ್ದುವಿರಿ ಲೋಕದ ಡೊಂಕ ನೀವೇಕೆ ತಿದ್ದುವಿರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತನುವ ಸಂತೈಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನವ ಸಂತೈಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಲೋಕದ ಡೊಂಕ ನೀವೇಕೆ ತಿದ್ದುವಿರಿ ನೆರೆಮನೆಯ ದುಃಖಕ್ಕೆ ಅಳುವವರ ಮೆಚ್ಚುವ ನೆರೆಮನೆಯ ದುಃಖಕ್ಕೆ ಅಳುವವರ ಮೆಚ್ಚುವ ನೆರೆಮನೆಯ ದುಃಖಕ್ಕೆ ಅಳುವವರ ಮೆಚ್ಚುವ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ ದೇವಾ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ ದೇವಾ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ ದೇವಾ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ ದೇವಾ ಲೋಕದ ಡೊಂಕ ನೀವೇಕೆ ತಿದ್ದುವಿರಿ ಲೋಕದ ಡೊಂಕ ಲೋಕದ ಡೊಂಕ ಲೋಕದ ಡೊಂಕ ನೀವೇಕೆ ತಿದ್ದುವಿರಿ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's our future for tomorrow, right? Didn't she sound really, really wonderful with that folk song? So we shall start the proceedings in a few minutes. Until then, kindly sit back and relax. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, a warm welcome to the Global Transformational Leadership Summit. As we all know, Hets, it gives you a good start to your leadership, to your teachers' training, to, of course, the future of education, and so on and so forth. I'm Jonathan Smith, and I'm your host for this afternoon's program. And a warm welcome once again to our distinguished guests, our chief guests and guest of honors. A warm welcome to Sir and Madam. So we shall begin the event with, of course, there's always a light that we start to the event, and we'll have the lighting of the lamp, of course, with some music. So we invite our distinguished guest of honors and our chief guests. We start with some light to the event. I request our chief guests, our guest of honors, to go ahead with the proceedings in lighting the lamp. This is a sign of an introductory prayer, like how we have our assemblies in school.
एकदन्तं भक्तानाम् एकदन्तम् उपास्महे चलत्कर्णानि नोद्भूत सिन्दूराणि ताम्बरः जयत्काले
I request our distinguished guest of honors to please be seated, and our chief guest to please be seated. We shall now proceed with further details of the event and the essence of today's summit. I would like to, of course, introduce to you Dr. Aruna. So could you please give a round of applause to Dr. Aruna for, of course, introducing this summit. So she's a former principal, an educational consultant, educator, mentor, national and international speaker. And her achievements are Top 50 Inspirational Iconic Diva 2021 on International Women's Day 2021. International Women's Day Special Series Awesome Women 2K21, Man Mahila Ka. And of course, we have World Book of Record Achiever and Karnataka Book of Records as Power Woman, 111 Power Women in 111 Minutes, initiated by Lead India Foundation 2021. Of course, she has a future endeavors to impart education beyond books, wherein educators should create relevant learning amidst the accelerating change of the environment to grow in a climate of non-threatening respect and trust, where teachers need to be empowered rightly to create innovators and researchers in them for the right teaching and technology driven. So ladies and gentlemen, she's also going to talk to you, to introduce to you the Hets video, and of course will also produce to you what are the advantages and disadvantages of the future of Hets. So ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please welcome Dr. Aruna. I think she deserves a bigger round of applause.
So once again, a very warm welcome to all the dignitaries present here, beloved principals, lecturers, professors, teachers, and the wonderful women of Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce Industry as well. So my warm welcome to all of you. And yes, today, this is our first event that Hets is hosting for the rewards and recognition. Because the only reason, yes, we get rewards and recognition everywhere. It's not that we don't get it. But at the same time, how depth we are checking on as to whom are we rewarding, how are we considering them, how depth we are getting into the rewards and recognition. It's not the elite schools, or it's not just the bigger schools that are, need to be recognized, but whether it's a rural area, whether it's a semi-rural area, or wherever the schools are in the interior part of it, are we ready to reach out to them or not ready to reach out to them? We as educationists, we choose our own comfort zone where we want to work. We are not ready to go anywhere and work out of our comfort zone. So until unless we come out of our comfort zone, it is definitely not sure that we can make a change in this society, in the education system. And yes, at the end of the day, when we talk about new education policy is not the one that is done just now or framed up just now. It is way back that it was framed up. The only thing is it has been reframed, and we are working on things that we had to do long back, way back. That is what we are looking for. So what is that the change that we are bringing in? What is that we are thinking to how we can, upgrade our teachers, how we can upgrade our students? What is the new thing that we are bringing in? That is what each educationist has to think about. And yes, we all want, as I mentioned, comfort zone. So, we need to know our priority. And we come just like that, we are a teacher claiming a principal or a teacher. No, that is not what we want to. right? So when we call, many of our principals are here. When we take interviews, you all would have seen, why are you joining as a teacher? Or what is that? Okay, I'm joining because of my comfort zone, because my child returns at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm joining this so that my time, permits me to be at home with my child. But then, are we really looking at that? Are we time bounded? Until unless you cross your time bounds, until unless you cross your time limits, it is definitely not going to work out, because we have to come out of the comfort zone very much. And at the same time, it is not just pan-India, I'm talking about globally, each and every one. Because we recently did an international student exchange program where 70 schools, including pan-India and globally. So we had connected to so many schools and we learned a lot. Even as a teacher, I always consider myself as a teacher first. Then comes all the designations or the degrees, whatever we carry on with us. And higher the education, it should teach us how humble we are or how humble we should be. That is most important, because principal chair doesn't mean that we are in the room, closed doors. We have to be approachable. Even the school management, we need to be approachable to them. Open mindset, growth mindset, that is what we are looking at. Yes, I hope everybody agrees here, being all as educationists. So yes, just a gist of what we will be doing. Yes, many of them who have joined me virtually would have seen this, but then who are joining me today the first time in this event, yes, this would be the one that you can definitely go through it.
This is Dr. Aruna Wadkar, Director with Harvest Educational Transformation Solutions. 3 decades of experience being into the education sector as a teacher, principal, and regional director of schools with various corporate sectors too. Where I came across a lot of observation in the education system and the methodology that went into our teaching, into our learning, into our trainings, what we got at that part of time. So with all those experience and exposure, a thought came to me to have my own venture where I can implement the gaps what I have been observing throughout the years in the education sector to the teachers and to the students. So teachers through teacher training and students various educational programs which we have with Hets. Let me also tell you that this organization, when I started, it was 2 years back, and we got a lot of projects, and we are ongoing with these projects with teacher trainings where we could change lives of teachers and students. Definitely, it did bring us an encouragement to go forward and to reach out to many. But my motive was to reach out to them who really need the education, the real new techniques of education, in fact. At that time, when I was in the transition of opening up this venture, let me tell you that I decided to have a wide range of topics, from helping educators to take on a greater responsibilities in their career and manage different types of reporting structures, you mean to helping key leaders, then also within your institutions, and set realistic and measurable goals. The constructive feedback to be given, communicating effectively from the leaders to the respected teachers. And henceforth, we have taken measurable steps, including all the people, all the educators, all the intellectuals on board to take it into a very realistic path to bring that change in the education sector that implements with the new education policy 2022. Harvest Education Transformation Solutions, which is now registered with MSME. And yes, we have a lot of people on board right now when we say the passionate global leaders across the globe and with the intellectual mindset. I have that faith in my team and myself on our goal and our motive that we have to take our organization into the next level. I would request you all your support and encouragement to bring the best in ourselves, in yourselves, and to create the change with the society. That is the motive and the goal of Hets Harvest Education Transformation Solutions. Thank you so much.
Yes, this is our objective and the goal that we have mentioned, which would make more impact when it is displayed. So that's the reason there was a video display, yes. And yes, many people join in a journey, right? So many people join, every station people get down based on their convenience level. So many people join, many get down, so that's absolutely fine. But until unless you don't put yourself down and you have your self-confidence in yourself and you can still walk alone, that is what it matters. We are not waiting for everybody to change. As you, as an individual, if you are trying to get in a change, that is what you are as an educationist, that is what you are as a leader, what you are leading, whether it's a school, whether it's your family, whether it's anything in that matter. That is what I feel at. And yes, couple of them, as I showed the, many global leaders, many educationists have joined and are with us continuously. And we also have another presentation by Dr. Veda. And very recently, it so happened that we met, and actually we met 3 years back at CMS Ed Education, 11th Ed Conference in Lucknow. So when we were there, so we didn't connect at all. So after seeing, interacting with her and the way she followed me throughout the virtual events and all the programs that I did, so finally we have gelled along with the same mindset, and that's how we are connected now together in this journey, strongly together to take this to the further level. And yes, all the trainings in Hets are, as I said, it is MSME registered and ISO ProCert UK ISO certification as well. So we would be starting up with a couple of trainings and many workshops which were coming up further. So let's hear what Dr. Veda has to say. It's just a quick presentation.
Namaste everyone, this is Dr. Vedvati Dinesh, founder principal of Green Indian Public School. Having experience from last more than 10 to 15 years in the field of education, but in the year 2015 I started my own school, Green Indian Public School, which is in my native, which is very close to my heart. And in that journey, being an educator, in that journey in the field of education, I have worked with all my main stakeholders, parents, teachers and my children as well. When we were working with the system, we came across many important things where we could build harmonious relationship with all of them. In this journey, I have met many people, many eminent personalities in my journey all over India, where I have been represented as a panel member, or I have been represented as a session speaker and also a mentor. In this journey, when I was thinking something else about the system of education, I met Ms. Dr. Aruna Wadkar, who is also eminent educationist, a personality, which involves me in her organization, Harvest Educational Transformation Solution, which is exclusively working for the field of education, which connects people, which connects educationists, which connect eminent personalities, which in turn contributes to make the field and the system better. Next is WICI, which is very close to my heart, Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, where Aruna Wadkar is president and I am leading it as a vice president presently, which is under Karnataka Industrial Training Development and Council. In this wing, we are working for something out of our routine responsibilities, moving ahead, stepping ahead, where we are working exclusively for women. It's not only matter of the which sector of women we are taking care of. We are looking for all sectors of women. We try to help them, we try to reach them out in their places, we try to assist them, we try to monitor them, we try to educate them, we try to give awareness in wherever the areas where they are in need of. In this journey, we have come across, we have organized many programs, and this is one among them where we are recognizing them, we are awarding them, we are appreciating them for their small work, for their small responsibilities also. This makes them feel special, this makes them feel happy for themselves. This is for them. Educationists, women entrepreneurs, women edupreneurs are contributing more than anyone in this world of education. So this is one of a small step which we both have taken ahead, which we both are working as a team to take it forward. We are also looking your support, your wishes, your assistance and your blessings. Looking your support, your wishes, your assistance and your blessings. We wish we all get the support we are looking for, and we wish all our team the very best. This is the small journey which we have taken up till now. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Great. Thank you so much, Dr. Veda. And yes, when we talk about vision, we talk about mission, and we talk about our identity, we want our identity on all the platforms. Yes, I am playing a role of vice president in that platform. I'm a director in this platform. But how well are you really? You're happy to be recognized individually, either through Facebook or virtually. Any platforms, Facebook, Instagram. You have the Twitter, everything. But are we doing justice to the designation that we have accepted on that platform? You accept the one that you are really wanting to take up, and that should be your passion. Your passion is the one that should lead you to somewhere where you cannot even imagine where you are going to. So yes, so this was the essence, and the main objective, the essence for this is, I was happy that after 3 years, 2 years I did virtual events. Many of my mates are here who have attended virtual events as well. But right now, I wanted to let us have a face-to-face look. Blessed that COVID has little bit given us a relief right now. And yes, not to forget our precautions, but yes, today we have forgotten our precautions, but now we are ready to face it. So no worries, whatever it is, do or die it, right? So let us do it. And then at least we die for a purpose that we did this. So that is what we are looking for. And the main objective is, let us have a network, and who all are passionate, let us join hands and see how we can go further in many aspects, and how we can make this our heads, or you as an individual identity where you want to go. And we also have our Hets Pratishtha India, the foundation, where we have done a lot of programs of donating the ration, rice, and even the blankets for our old women. So we had done all these. That comes under Hets Pratishtha India and Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which I am the president of it, and Dr. Veda is the vice president of it. So this is where we are doing step by step, whether we are, never wait for the crowd that, let me see if everybody comes, then we step in. Go ahead, God is there, we will success. So this is your mindset, open mindset, growth mindset, that will definitely take you further. Thank you so much.
So I can say that's the Iron Lady and mother of our event for today, Dr. Aruna. Please give her a big round of applause. And now we would like to now welcome our chief guest, one of our chief guests, Dr. Anjanappa. A warm welcome to you, sir. So, a brief introduction about Dr. Anjanappa. He is a former professor of surgery in KIMS, Bangalore, former medical superintendent, Kempe Gowda Institute of Medical Sciences, Bangalore, former professor of surgery and HOD of Emergency Medicine PES Medical College, Kuppam. He is also the former dean and principal of Sambram Medical College, KGF, former professor and HOD of surgery, Saptagiri Medical College, Bangalore, former professor of surgery, Siddhartha Medical College. A doctor, and he's got many more feathers under his cap. Dr. Anjanappa T.H. was born on 1st June 1955 in Dodda Tumkur village, Madure Hobli, Doddabalapura Taluk. His primary education was in his village, middle school and high school in Doddabalapur Municipal High School. Stood first in SSLC in 1971. He also stood first in PUC in the National College, Basavanagudi. He is also the student of Dr. H. Narasimharaya. His higher education was in MBBS from Government Medical College, Ballari in 1979. He joined Kempe Gowda Institute of Medical Sciences as a lecturer in the year 1982 and served as an assistant professor, associate professor and professor for 31 years. He was the medical superintendent for 5 years. So I would like to welcome Dr. Anjanappa on the podium, and would also request the felicitation as well. Sure. One minute, sir.
Shubha Madhyana, good afternoon. Kushi Ansutte, I don't know whether I can speak in Kannada or not. Anyway. It's okay? All right. Thanks to Anjan, an advocate, my relative, and Dr. Veda. Actually, this is my third program. I am coming from Nelamangala. Basically, with all that introduction, I always feel very proud to tell you that I am son of a farmer. One chapade really. Because everybody confuses. White doctor coat hakondidare, maybe a foreign doctor, but I come from a small village near Dodbalapur. Today I am president of Vakkaligara Sangha. I got recently elected. First time, lovely. Hets, first time I am coming across this wonderful organization. I feel extremely proud. Lot of ladies. Just now that iron lady, she was speaking. And I always get another set of claps when I say I have got a lovely wife at home. Adukon chappade odidi. And I expect every husband to say that he has got a lovely wife at home. My wife is a teacher. She runs a school. I've got a school, 600 children we educate free. So I am basically a surgeon, a surgical gastroenterologist. Probably most of you must have seen me on social media during COVID time. Being a surgeon, my mission was to carry science to a common man. Tumba sari ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, unfortunately, many peoples will not have that scientific temperament, Vaignanika Manobhava. And I will tell you, this virus made me a hero, believe me. In 2 years, I became so popular because of this small virus. And to tell you, this has got no life. I have got life. I have got 23 million cells in my body. A bacteria has got a single cell. Virus has got no cell of its own. Either it is RNA or it's a DNA. For it to survive, it has to enter some animal. If it enters a bird, it becomes bird flu. If it enters a pig, it becomes swine flu. Ultimately, COVID, it entered a human body and it became a pandemic disease starting from Wuhan city in China. It spread to 224 countries. But my mission was to see that this is not a dangerous virus. Unfortunately, media sometimes what happens, they scare you. My job in last 2 years was to give you confidence. This Gonne Sursa virus means it's a upper respiratory virus. It causes only running nose. Then why people they died? I made it very clear to the government. It is only a cause, that's all. People they died because they didn't get ambulance in time. They did not get a bed in time. they were running from pillar to post, Kempegoda to Ramaya, Ramaya to Jayanagar General Hospital. Ultimately, they died on the way. If people were to get all these facilities in time, definitely so many would not have died. And believe me, every year 4.5 lakh people they die in India because of tuberculosis even today. I am Karnataka Cancer Society chairman. I create lot of awareness among cancer, and I bring to the notice of the people, cancer is curable. 1 or 2 sentences I will talk and then I will stop. I know the importance of time. I don't know how many of you had lunch or not. You are all waiting to have lunch. ಹಸಿದ ಮನುಷ್ಯನನ್ನು ಉಂಡ ಸಿಂಹವನ್ನು ಕೆಣಕಬಾರ್ದಂತೆ. ನಾನು ಕೆಣಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹಂಗ್ರಿ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿಲ್ ನೆವರ್ ಲಿಸನ್ ಟು ಅಸ್. ನನಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಗೋಪಾಲ್ ವಾಸ್ ಮೈ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ಅವ್ರ ಬ್ರದರ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ನೋ ಫ್ಯೂ ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. So I am extremely proud and happy that you have invited me, because I am not just a doctor, I am a teacher in a medical college. There are many teachers here. I always tell you, the noblest profession on earth is a teacher's profession, not doctor's profession. Doctors also, but ಭಾಳ ಸಾರಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ವೈದ್ಯ ನಾರಾಯಣೋ ಹರಿ ಅಂತಿರಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ನಾರಾಯಣ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆಂಜನಪ್ಪ. ವೈದ್ಯ ನಾರಾಯಣೋ ಹರಿ ಅನ್ಬೇಡಿ, ರೊಟ್ಟು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಹರಿಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ. Most of the doctors are beaten left and right nowadays. That's why this word no longer stands today, because a lot of business is there in medical profession also. Kindly excuse me for that, but I belong to older generation of doctors. I am a popular teacher in that. Lastly, I will tell you one thing. All of you should live 100 years. Being a doctor, it is my wish. All of you should live 100. I am going to live 100 years. And many a number of times I have seen people going to prayer, either to temple, masjid or church, and everybody prays for 3 things. Appa Devare, Ayush kodu, give me longevity, Aishwarya kodu, rokka beku, and Arogya kodu, give me health. And I have told many a number of times, please don't ask God for longevity, age. God has given already 100 years. Dog ge 20 years, donkey ge 40 years. Human beings, you are supposed to live 120 years. Ame, that has to live 150 years. If you don't live 100 years, it is your fault. If somebody, a big star, dies at 66 years, enne odada sattoda, that's all. So take care of your health. You will live definitely 100 years. I am sure today I will go and tell my wife, in addition to 100 years, I will live 2 days extra, because I am going to spend 2 hours with lovely people like you all. Honestly, I will tell you. If you make an habit to live with good people, always. Last ge 100 ವರ್ಷ ಬದುಕಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ there is a saying. I will tell that and I will end my talk. D.V. Gundappa, one of the most popular Kannada writer. D.V. Gundappನವರ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮನ ಕಗ್ಗ, it should have received Nobel Award ಅಂತಾರೆ. I don't know how many of you Kannadigas agree with it. But ಅದರೊಳಗೊಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾನ್ಸಾ ಲವ್ಲಿಮ್ಮ. One stanza is there. Such a beautiful stanza. I will recite this and I will end my talk. If you want to live 100 years, ನಗುವಾತ್ಮ ಪರಿಮಳವ ಪಸರಿಸುವ ಕುಸುಮ, ನಗು ನಗುತ ಬಾಳ್, ನಗುವ ನಗಿಸುವ, ನಗಿಸಿ ನಗುತ ಬಾಳುವ ವರವನ್ನು ಬೇಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. What a beautiful stanza. You must live happily. Always think something. Happily means not laughing for a joke. It is an attitude of life. Be comfortable. Always ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ಇರಿ. ಇಂಥ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ. I appreciate this good work done by you in the interest of the society, and where you appreciate and pat the back of those successful people in the society. This gives a good message always to everybody. So with these words, once again, I really congratulate all of you for this good function, and have a nice lunch, because lunch is important. I am a surgical gastroenterologist. ಯಾಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಹರಿ ವರಿ ಕರಿ. ಕೈಂಡ್ಲಿ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Thank you, sir, for that humorous talk, and also gave us a lot of wisdom. Of course, it all got us laughing throughout, and that builds our appetite before lunch, laughter. And we all say laughter is the best medicine, yes? So we'll felicitate Dr. Anjanappa Please give him a huge round of applause. Yes, sir, that's your future profession, comedian. A warm welcome, sir. Now, to continue tapping your feet, we have a cultural program, folk song. So I'd welcome the participants for the folk song. Thank you. I'd like to welcome one of the distinguished students, Shruti, on stage. Okay, she is a teacher, but you can make out she looks like a student, yeah? So in fact, all you teachers around here look very young today. So please give yourselves a round of applause and let's hear it for Shruti.